Hello, I'm Dripin and welcome back to the Last Plague Blight, where today I think what we're going to do is we're going to work on some steel tools, mainly the hammer, but obviously we could reforge a pickaxe and maybe do this steel axe as well at the same time, because I want to start building. As you can see, I've started to clear the tree line here. I've been moving stuff from here, moving the stockpiles over to here, out of the way, because that's roughly about where I want to build the cabin. Kind of roughly where that fire pit, which will have to move eventually as well. And so I've been cutting up all of these into lumber, and then I've also made some of the trees into just thick logs and regular logs, because we can then either cut those up into the firewood if we need it. Speak of which, I do need some firewood. And we could also cut them up into planks if we need them as well. I do want to possibly build a wheelbarrow today as well. Let's say a hammer, which is probably one of the most important steel tools you can make after the pickaxe, in my opinion. I do need to do a burn pile. There we go. I was hoping that was a coyote or something, but nope, it's a deer. So let's go here. How many sticks do we need for that? What was it, 20 or something? 20, yes it is. Okay, let's go there. And then we'll just grab like a bunch of these. So, how many of those do we need? That'll do. We just need to grab some dirt. We also need to make a shovel as well. But the reason I want the hammer, obviously the hammer is extremely useful for forging, because I want to forge the tools, but also the new buildings, like the log cabins, most of the walls, the roof, all of that stuff requires nails, and I'll be damned if I am going to nail a house together using small stones. So I really need that hammer now more than ever. So I am also working on this over here, which is bricks. No, look in it, don't swing at it. There we go, that's great. Transfer all of those. That clay jug has finished as well, along with the other ones. And then I think I've just got enough bricks to now do that. So yeah, like I say, I'm still having issues with the animals. And I posted in Discord about it, in their Discord, and apparently other people are having issues as well. The developer responded and said, yeah, he's going to look into it. So, yeah, it's not just this game as well. I have another game going that I was playing, and there's nothing in there. I've also set up a custom game where I banked up the amount of animals starting. It was like 10 or whatever it is. After about an hour, I still didn't see any animals. So yeah, it just seems like my game is bugged, unfortunately. So it kind of sucks, but yeah, what are you going to do? Let's go grab some mud. And we'll just kind of get this thing going over here. But yeah, I've done a bunch of testing, standard, different settings in the custom. Just nothing has spawned in, so it just seems like an issue with me. I've uninstalled and reinstalled. Yeah, I just can't get animals to spawn in. I've even, whilst I was chopping these trees down, I put some fish and some rabbits and stuff out on that road to see if I can entice anybody in. Nothing. So that, oh, he's come with the letter. Okay, I didn't think that was going to happen that soon. Fair enough. All right, that's good. Well, we've got some mud mortar. Let's put these in here. So we need a decent amount. I'm going to take all of the clay, because I find it usually makes way more mud mortar than you need, in my opinion. So let's just do like craft. Oh, it's mud mortar there. Let's do that. Even though it's got all those, it seems to do it all in one go. So I don't want to end up with too much left over, but if we do, it's, you know, it's no major loss. Right, that's good. That's that built. And then if I've got 12 or 13 bits of iron over there, I can reforge the pickaxe. Actually, I could possibly make the hammer first, now I'm thinking about it. What hammer is? I think it's 8 we get from the pickaxe. Could use that to make the hammer, which is going to be more useful to start with for obviously forging purposes. I'll have a look at that. I think it's 8 we get back from that pickaxe, right? Is that enough? Hopefully it is. Oh, I've got to make the bellows as well. Did you make those? Ooh, was that built on the workbench? Something tells me it is, right? Right, I got to make the workbench as well. Okay, yeah, so my plan is to stay in the camp today, and there'll probably be a few cuts on this one, and see whether animals do spawn, but I think it's kind of busted. We're on day 7 or whatever it is now, and no sign of any coyotes or anything, but yeah. You know, like I said, I did a bunch of testing to try and get it to work on any settings, ran around, stood still for 10, 20 minutes with 10 creatures maximum spawn. Is it like 10 starting at groups or something like that, whatever it is on the custom? Nothing worked. So, yeah, it just seems broken, unfortunately. So, hopefully there is a fix. I may put a pin in this series whilst we wait for a fix of some sorts. I doubt I'd have to restart, but you never know. Now I'm thinking about it. Not too sure, actually. Actually, the mud, I could just chuck in that charcoal burn pile, couldn't I? Let's do that. And then fill the rest up with just dirt or something. There we go. But, yeah, I'm just going to stay in here and just do some basic stuff. So, I'm sure it's 8 from that, isn't it? So yeah, I could take apart, and it was it 4 or yeah, 4 to make the hammer. So I could take apart the pickaxe, make the hammer, and then I could then reforge a new pickaxe with the 4 I've got. Plus I've got is it 10 for that? Hang on, let's just double check. I'm pretty sure it's 10 for that pickaxe. I could then reforge a new pickaxe with the remainder. Forge new. It's 6 for that. Don't desperately need that thing. Pickaxe 10, yes. Okay, that's good. Keep pressing escape. There we go. I played Lens Island, I think, so I'm just going to keep pressing that. But yeah, we could do that. And I put the pickaxe in there. If we take that head off, I could then heat that like so. And then I could craft a hammer out of it. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. What do we need for the handle for the hammer, though? Do I need anything special for that? I just need the wood chisel and a plank. Well, that's easy. Okay. Yeah, because it's like I suddenly realised there's no way I am building a cabin or any type of house, just a small one, by knocking it together with small stones. That's just not happening. And as I say, the hammer is really handy anyway. Did also make these things as well. Let's just chuck that on the ground. And we'll just kind of place that. No, don't want to craft, sorry. I want to place. We'll need that for the next stage anyway. So that's good. But yeah, without animals, it's going to be a little bit difficult actually, isn't it? Thinking about it. I'm not going to be able to get much in the way of animal fat. Let's heat that up. And then I can take that apart. Then I can reheat the stuff again. I may as well drink all of that. Take the lid off. No, we definitely don't want to burn that. And we'll sort this out. I'm assuming the animals are attracted to the fish anyway, because I just dropped them on the ground and was like, and I caught a few rabbits and skinned them and distributed their pieces all over the place to just try and get some animals to spawn, but just nothing. So yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate, but there we go. Right, let's take that. If we come over here, click that, and then we'll take that apart. And then we could do it quick enough. Forge new, do the hammer. Brilliant. Oh, damn it, I'd used the flint, not the stone. Well, that's not good. And then I need a plank. Where was my planks? Oh, I moved them over here. Out of the way. So that gets me that hammer. So let's go craft. Oh, I need the I can put it in here. I started to put my tools away in here. There we go. Let's put that in there for now. Go craft. Axe handle, hammer. There we are. Oh, sorry, that's a chisel. Admit. Well, I do need the chisel as well, so that was a mistake, but I do need the chisel, so there we go. Could just search for it. Hammer handle, there we are, it's the one below it. But that's no loss. The chisel's going to be useful anyway, so that's fine. Let's put that in there. Let's then craft and put that together. There we go, perfect. Now we've got that and we can do a load of forging. Brilliant. That's good. That is definitely what I want. I'll just throw that in there for now and it'll heat that up. And then we've got to get this charcoal burn finished. And I think it's probably a case of starting to put together the tools, and then we'll try and make also, what do I need for the shovel? Was it one plank short and long and some nails or something? What was it? Yeah, one plank short and long. Yeah, we'll make that as well. So we're going to want that as well. I think we have to flatten out the ground that we put those things on as well. So yeah, that's good. And I'm just going to need some nails, which are in one of these baskets. There we go. And then we should be able to craft that shovel somewhere. There we go. Oh, I need a saw. Wait a minute. Saw? Really? Okay, well, I guess so. Put that in there. We want the sharpening stone as well, but yeah. We want everything basically. Right at the bottom, there we go. They've now got a shovel, so that's just going to make digging up dirt and so on just so much easier. So, you know, we need to do that anyway, don't we? So, like, come over here and dig some dirt or something. You getting dirt? Yeah, there we are. Gonna dig some of that. I believe the flattening is a lot better than when I did it last time, so let's put that there. Ooh, just a little bit off. Never mind. Okay, let's put that. Right, that's good. Build that thing and then we'll set that off. And then that'll be ready in the morning for me to do more forging. And then I'm going to have to build a workbench out in the open, which I don't really like. Could just throw up a temporary shelter, I guess. Could actually just throw up a temporary shelter around this thing. Are these all done? Yes, they are. I think I've got some more in here. Yeah, I could take this down in the morning, actually. Yeah, if I set these off now, then by the time it's the morning, they'll be ready to go. Yeah, that's a good point. Then we can cut those up, so that's going to be enough for the bellows. I've just got to then make the workbench. So, how much was the workbench? What was it? Was it miscellaneous? Yeah, so 12 of those, 6 and 20 nails. That's pretty easy. So, yeah, we could do that. It's good. Do that. So I'm going to put this here, and I might just put a temporary structure up. Yeah, let's put it here. I think everything's just going to be out in the rain for the moment. It's going to be the way it is. Just trigger everybody. Because we could take this stuff apart and move it later on, so that's no worries. And then we've got a nice snazzy hammer, so we can use that. How many nails was it? Take that many. Fine. 20, and then we just need half a dozen of those. Like so. A little bit extra, there we are. And then we can put this thing together. And then we can make the bellows then. And we can then put that thing together. Let's get the hammer out. And we can then knock this thing together. So yeah, everything, furniture, all of that sort of stuff is going to require the hammer. And in most pieces of the new building set, that's also going to require hammers. So, yeah, I figured it's about time I did that, really. So, that's good. I need to set that off. Yeah, that's all good. Throw some of that away. Well, actually, before I do some busy work, let's just quickly make this. So you can store the tools in here as well, which is really handy. So you got a nice little tool rack of some of the tools. But we're going to make the bellows, which are somewhere. Could be in here somewhere. There we go. So we just need the saw. If you've got the saw in these tool slots, it will take it and you'll make those. And then this thing, yeah, it's pretty big, isn't it? So take that, and then if we drop that in there, like so, we can then build this thing. So that's all ready to go. Like so. Those will then be finished in the morning. And I'll just set that burn pile off as well. And then that'll be ready to go as well. We should have some charcoal, because I think I've only got like these 4 pieces left, which is probably enough to get started, but yeah, we're going to need more. So yeah, we need to put some more in the fire, sort out my hunger and thirst and that sort of thing as well. So yeah, I will actually catch you guys in the morning now. Okay, so as you can see, it is the morning and the charcoal is all finished. The problem is, yeah, you could probably see, it is raining. So got this little thing all loaded up last night, ready to go in the morning. And obviously I could throw more charcoal in there. Actually, the charcoal I've got is dry. I might just be able to do that, actually. Swap out that charcoal and put in the dry charcoal. The problem is going to be, it might kill it halfway through. Because, as you can see, this was at 1 hour and 6, but because now it's soaked, it's down to 33 minutes. I guess I could put a little temporary shelter over this thing. Yeah, I think that might be the option. I was going to take this apart anyway. Yeah, let's do that. Because it's going to rain. It's going to take me a long time to build any kind of house. So, yeah, to be honest, I think I need some kind of temporary shelter, isn't it? Like when you're building a house on your own land, sometimes you stay in sometimes people stay in a caravan or something. So while the house gets built, or while you're having work done on your own house or whatever. So yeah, I think we kind of need something like that, really, don't we? So posts. Let's just do a kind of. Oh, I could actually connect to that. All right, let's do that. Let's do that. Just get enough just to get these 2 areas under cover. Don't necessarily care too much about the anvil, but it would be nice to get that in. That's not really going to work, is it? Okay, what about this? Yeah, I may have to move some of this stuff. Did not really plan this out very well. I guess I could put a little bit there. Push that out a little bit. Let's try that. That might just work. And then if I do some cross members, some support beams. Yeah, let's go to, because it's so much easier to do. Good. Oh, now it's stopping, of course. All right, well, there you go. Of course, it is now stopping. So, there we go. Right. Well, let's build some of this. We may as well. I don't see a reason not to. Oh. Hey, why didn't you build that one? Anyway, there we go. Yeah, we could just put a little temporary shelter up, couldn't we? Oh, did that not? Okay. Oh, I need sticks and stuff. Okay, fair enough. Well, these 2 are ready to go, so put those in there. Just gotta let that dry out now, and then it should be fine. Okay, let's grab some more plant rope. Well, we're probably going to need all of that. Grab as much sticks as we can. There we are. Good. Yeah, I don't see any reason not to. We've got a little place for our fire. Probably need to move that, though, because that's kind of in the base build path. So is this, really, but... well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Alright, let's put that there. I think that's everything. And then I should be able to now put a roof on. Do that to there. That to there. Yeah, that's a lot better. That kind of works a lot better than it used to. That's good. Oh, damn. I got enough stuff to make all of those. And the other one? Oh, wow. Okay. Thing might not take quite so long. That work? Yeah, it did. Okay, dang. I think rope is going to be the main issue. Put that there. Right. Come back over here. I'll just put that as a temporary thing. Oh, wow, yeah. Got a lot of sticks. There we are. Let's chuck those in. We've got loads of these pine branches. Actually, let's move this stack of pine branches out of the way. Might as well first. Let's do that. So we'll chuck those in there. Okay, that's that one built. Yeah, I don't really want to do this, but it doesn't take long to rip it apart, so... You know what, that did not take too long at all, did it? Okay. Right, so if it does rain and we do want to do some of that, we've at least got somewhere dry to do it, so I guess that's something. Yeah. Okay, let's put that there. Just stack some of this down here. I've just got to wait for that stuff to dry out now, really. Ah, there we go. Perfect. It's ready to go. Brilliant. Let's do that. Then we could do some forging. Can we... Could you light this thing with the torch? I seem to remember you couldn't and you had to light it manually. I don't know whether that's changed. Not sure on that one. But anyway, let's get the torch out. We might as well just put that away and put it in our main hand. And then we can at least set that off. Good. Like there. And then it should... Yeah, you've got to click a smelt button. It's easy to forget that. So there we go. And then that's going to take 53 minutes, 52 minutes. I don't know if they still shotgun out of here. Hopefully that's not the case. As you have to kind of pick them up off the ground, and it was, yeah, it was a little bit awkward. So, but there we are. Good. And then we should be able to then remake that pickaxe. That's all good there. So we've got the charcoal. We could do another charcoal burn, but I think for the moment we're okay. Grab the pickaxe handle. That's all good. I don't think you can take that thing apart. I mean, I could take this axe apart as well and reforge that eventually. But I've only got 9 bits. I thought I had more, but I've only got 9 bits of iron. So, well, let's start. Let's start making a wheelbarrow, right? Although, do I want to do that here? Because I probably want to do it. I can't remember whether you can put the wheel. What do I need? Oh, nails. I'm not sure if I can put the wheel in my backpack. If I can, then I can carry that with me. Because I could hit one of those. We got any nails anywhere? Ooh, we're running a little low on nails, aren't we? Interesting. Yeah, we're going to need to hit that. I can hit some of those cabins. Run out there, because obviously it's quite slow. I left a load of short planks there. I could take those and then go and like hit that cabin, build the thing out there, and then drag it back. Because if I dragged it out there and then back, it's slow going, especially over rough terrain. If you're on the road, it's not too bad, which is why generally I like to build next to a road. You can at least get on a road and, you know, drag that thing back. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. What do I need for that? Oh, I've got everything. Okay, let's build it. Wait, can you put that in your backpack? Yes, you can. Okay, that's cool. Right, that's good. And then what do we actually need for the wheelbarrow? So I've got a bunch of short planks out there already. I think I stored like 10 maybe out there, I want to say. So if I take another... Well, we're going to get nails. We're probably going to get the nails and the short planks from the other cabin, because I'm pretty sure I didn't take anything apart from that. So I could go from that cabin to that cabin. Did I take anything apart from that one? I feel like I did. I don't remember now, to be honest. There we go. Just got to wait for this to finish up. But yeah, we've got that ready to go. So when we do go out there... I've got nowhere to store that. But yeah, when I get out there, I could just leave that and, you know, take the wheel, take some of those things with me. By the time I've taken apart the furniture out of the other cabins, I would have enough nails and planks and stuff. I guess I could take my saw with me as well, because that was the problem last time, wasn't it? Yeah, I could take the saw with me and then I could just cut those other planks up if I needed it. Yeah, I think that's probably the best thing to do. But we'll probably end up doing that another day. So leave this stuff over here for now. That's all good. So let's just wait for this to finish. We've got 18 minutes. We'll try and forge a pickaxe head. Though this takes a while, doesn't it? So... I don't know how much we need in there. Let's just chuck like 3 or something for now. Once we cook up these 9, we've then got to heat them up and turn them into steel, essentially. We've got to beat them, And we get like iron slag out of them, I think it is. And then we've got to turn them into steel bits. So, yeah, a bit of a process again. Oh, let's read the letter. Totally forgot about that. Read the letter, shall we? And basically, yeah, he's telling you to distill the slime oil, which we use for the distillery, and a candle. And then we mix it with the Orlandia leaves, and then you can set it ablaze. And it kind of... It sort of starts to burn the blight back, and then I think he wants you to harvest copper. Yeah, you have to do like, I think it's like copper and tin, or is it? I can't remember now. But yeah, oh no, is this... No, the regular stuff's the stuff on the wall, isn't it, I think? If I remember rightly. Then you get the blue bits from the copper. So he wants us to bring him those. So we're going to need a pickaxe for that as well. So to be honest... Yeah, if there's a cave there, we could do that and then do the whole wheelbarrow him thing in one go, actually. Gonna go there, get the stuff we need. Go there. Go there, give him the samples, and then go there and do the wheelbarrow and come back. That makes sense. Yeah, okay, alright. Yeah, it still shoots out like a shot. It's not as bad as it was when I first played it. It was terrible. But yeah, all of these things are slowly cooling down. But if we quickly run over to this one, let's separate those. You can see they are slowly going. We get iron slag as well, which I'm not sure. It had no use. Don't know whether that's still the case. Just need to reheat that one. Let's put a bit more of that in there. Add fuel. Oh, I don't know how much you own it. Oh, I only needed 6 minutes. Okay, I went a little bit overboard on that one. Never mind. Yeah, let's come over here. We'll just put this in the fire. Heat that back up again. And then we're going to need to put this stuff in here. Wrought iron. And then we turn it into the steel there. So, yeah, we're going to need more of that as well, aren't we? Say that, maybe? We'll try it with that. See how that goes. And then, I don't remember. I seem to remember you not being able to do that. With the... Light it with the torch. But I don't remember, to be honest. About to shotgun out as well. Grab that. We'll then turn that. And then we're just going to heat these two up and then work those. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, I don't want to... No, hang on. Got that on me. All fingers and thumbs today. There we go. Get that heated up and then we'll work on those two. Okay, yeah, it's still the same. So you can't actually light this one. You still have to put kindling and tinder in it to be able to get it to light. Unless you can, and there's another way of doing it. You never used to be able to. So I'm going to get that cooking up. That's going to take an hour, and then we can forge. Can we forge? Yeah, we can forge a new pickaxe because we've got 4 sitting in the fire. So we'll actually have 13. Yeah, we could just do another pickaxe then. We might be able to do that axe head as well. What was it to take it apart? Breakdown. We get 5 from the axe head. And we only need 6. So yeah, we could do another axe as well. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, we should be able to do that. Alright, let's get all that sorted and we'll try and make a new set of tools. Okay, so there we are. It is all ready to go. So let's do this. We're going to make the pickaxe. I'm not actually going to do the axe, thinking about it. Because we don't really need to. We could save a steel. I mean, we could make one, but there's not much point because all we can do is make the grinding wheel and just sharpen that one up to 100%. So we don't actually need to make a new one because if we made a new one, it would be like 60-70% sharpness, or at quality you need to sharpen it up after with a lot of the bladed tools. So like this, if you made like a sword, spears, those sort of things, to get the maximum damage you need to sharpen them on that wheel. So yeah, they're not really that needed, to be honest. But yeah, this thing does have a little heating thing as well here. So you can put your little bits of steel and iron or anything like that you want to heat in here. But generally I find it easier just to use the fire because it's often going. But you know, if you're doing a load of forging, it is handy to have. Well, sometimes I've had a campfire in this area. Looking at that, I don't think it's going to be very waterproof, but never mind. Let's then put this together like so. And there we go. We now have a perfect quality, 100% condition, mining 50 damage, whereas I think we were doing about 10 or something before. So yeah, it's give us a nice little boost. We have also got the hammer, and we've also got the ability to be able to do some more steel tools as well. We just need to go and get some more iron. Like I say, I think we'll probably build the wheelbarrow, go out, kind of go around and do Elric's quest, I think. Get some of those things for him as well. I think that's what we might do next episode. Okay, so actually I just finished the episode. When I quit out, there was an update for the game, and one of the things reading the patch notes is he's changed the way the hostile creatures spawn and the balancing on that. So fingers crossed that may have fixed our issues. We might have to restart again to get it to work. I don't know. I was going to do some testing. I'd like to do some testing on it, but I'm streaming. I'll probably be streaming when you see this, so drop in and say hey. But I think what I might do actually is stream the testing instead tonight. I was going to stream something else, but I think I'm going to do that because I'm kind of curious to know whether this works. Because like I said at the start of the episode, I tried standard settings, I tried custom settings with the maximum amount of start creatures cranked all the way up, their spawn timers lowered, and bunch of other things. I couldn't get creatures to spawn at all, run around for an hour or more, and standing still, whatever. Could not get anything to spawn in on any of the games that I tried. I tried about 3 or 4 times. I've also, as I say, uninstalled and reinstalled. So I think tonight I might try and just see whether I can get a game to work and have creatures in it. I think that's a good idea. If that all goes well, maybe I'll do some multiplayer or something if Dark Soul or anyone's about. Then maybe I guess we could test this one as well. If I just put a save down, just ran about and just maybe have to run out of the chunk and come back again or something to get it to work. I don't know. Anyway, that's a problem for later. Enough of me rambling. I think for now, though, I think this is where I'm going to call it and I'm going to end the episode. So if you like that one, please give me a thumbs up. Comment your thoughts down below. Subscribe for more. I really do appreciate it. Stay safe out there, everyone. And I'll catch you next time.